Trip number 5 is over. It's been an epic ride.
This is Edis. Edis is originally from the well-known surfing nation of Latvia, but now calls Portugal home after finding a love for surfing. In this video, we're going to take a look at Edis's progression over the last 3 years of joining our world-class coaching trips in the Maldives. Alright, so this first clip was taken on Edis's first ever trip with us back in July 2022, almost exactly 3 years ago. At this stage, we would describe Edis as a lower level 2 surfer. He was able to catch his own waves and trim down the line, but would often struggle to get into waves, choose poor quality waves, or not make the takeoff. As you can see from the second clip here, Edis was at a point where he was wanting to incorporate turns into his surfing, but didn't yet have the tools to be able to do so. Fast forward just 8 months to when Edis joined us again in March 2023, and it's safe to say I was staggered by the progress he'd made in that short time. As you can see here, Edis is now pumping down the line with speed to burn. He's on a much smaller board and it looks far more reactive under his feet, but he's still struggling to initiate a turn. And, as you can see from the next 2 clips, wave selection is still not his strongest point. Edis actually had 2 trips booked with us in 2023, with a short gap in between. He spent that time in Sri Lanka working on the goals we'd given him and came back a couple of weeks later already looking vastly improved. He was now using far more of the wave face and starting to get the board on rail in order to redirect back towards the power source of the wave. All the makings of a functional cutback. Edis is a big guy, maybe 6'5" on a good day, but as you can see, even in these small waves, Edis is now surfing with speed and flow.
What's kind of been your breakthrough, do you think, on this trip?
Breakthrough on this trip in terms of surfing abilities.
Yeah.
It would have to be the bottom turns, holding the bottom turns for sure. Like, it's not the natural feeling for you to assume that if you hold your bottom turn and then kind of explode onto the wave, that you can just go on the flats, hold for like 2-3 seconds and then explode and go all the way back up the wave. Like, it doesn't naturally occur to my mind. But yeah, once I tried that once, I was like, wow, this is crazy.
We're now in June 2024, and Edis just continues to build and improve each year. He's surfing far more dynamically now, and look at that bottom turn that he was just talking about. It sets him up for a proper wrap in the pocket, and we just need to work on completing that turn now.
I always started my cutbacks mid-face. I think that was my biggest problem, and also never really got rebounding. If I would do a cutback, I would end it low on the wave, and now I just managed to go full circle, go back up the wave, try to get my arm high and back to that beautiful reset position here.
That was the focus for him during this trip, and as you can see here, he's already holding the board on rail for much longer. This second one is even better. Okay, he doesn't quite nail the rebound, but he finishes much higher in the foam.
Yeah, September, man. I'm coming back, and I'm already looking for the South Atolls next year, actually.
As promised, here's Edis back with us in September 2024. This is where things really started to level up again. He's surfing far more in the pocket and surfing closer to the power source of the wave. Just look at this combo here. Great compression, great rotation, throwing buckets of spray, and just coming unstuck on that last turn. What you also can't see here is that Edis's wave selection and paddle power is absolutely through the roof at this point. We actually nicknamed him the Spade on this trip, as there wasn't a wave that he couldn't scoop his way into, a stark contrast from that first trip just 2 years ago. Finally, we're in April 2025, and this was Edis's first time joining us on a level 3 to 4 trip. So far, Edis has scored some dreamy user-friendly conditions on our level 2 to 3 trips, and this is what they're all about. But now, Edis wanted to push himself and join a level 3 to 4 trip, where the mission is simply to find the best quality surf that we possibly can. I was blown away when I received these clips and saw Edis charging solid overhead waves at one of the Maldives' most challenging spots. So there we have it, 3 years of progression condensed down into just 4 minutes. I don't know about you guys, but I think this case study is testament to just how beneficial surf coaching can be, and I want to thank Edis for letting us do this video. If you've had surf coaching before, we'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. Or if you haven't, let us know if it's something you would consider and what you would want to work on. If you feel like your surfing has plateaued or you just want to know how to take your surfing to the next level, you can see our full 2026 trip schedule over at renegadesurftravel.com. We hope to see you in the water in the near future.